I think the phrase that most comes to mind at the moment is scapegoat. The BBC have a
Yeah.
tendency to underreact to scandals and then overreact when it's far too late. So you saw it with Greg Wallace. Rather than telling him 10 years ago that maybe he should stop making lesbian jokes at 9 a.m. in the morning on a shoot, they let it run and run and run and run until they have to sack him ostentatiously. And then John Torode just kind of gets caught in the riptide of that. There's also the point about whether or not this actually took place. I don't know if you can perfectly remember what you did or didn't sing along to 6 or 7 years ago, but I don't think I well could. And it seems like from the reporting, this was someone who overheard him doing this. This is not someone who he was talking to and took offence. And the
Yes.
final and probably most important point is, does anyone seriously, genuinely think that even if he did say this, that should be a sackable offence, that should be a cancelable offence? It's something that maybe might have perturbed people around him. They might have said, don't do that around me. And that would have been the extent of it. We all know in the real world, this is how these things are negotiated. Words are used in certain contexts, and there's clearly a difference between hurling that word as invective racism in the street and quoting it from Huckleberry Finn or reciting it from a Kanye West song. Yet we're encouraged to forget that whenever these scandals come up, I suppose. I mean, I think John Troy's been treated very badly here. And I think he has just been kind of thrown under the bus to try and make up for other failings. You're exactly right to bring up the Bob Vylan example. If there is a problem with racism at the BBC, I would wager it is not John Torode maybe reciting a lyric 7 years ago, given what happened at Glastonbury just a few weeks ago. But also what I worry about is the way this is kind of percolated through society. There have been cases of people being sacked from their jobs because they quoted that word in an anti-racism meeting entirely in good faith. There is a tendency to take kind of ostentatious offence to these things. And I'm convinced this has nothing to do with the sensitivities of Black Britons or anyone else. It's just an oversensitivity we've all been coached into because businesses, whether you're the BBC or a high street bank, feel the need to overreact in these circumstances for the sake of avoiding a bit of bad press. That's all this is about. And I think we should drop it, really.